Which Injustice 3 character should we see in the new game? Well, that's a good question. Let's find out. Here we go!
Sun in my eyes and the gold coast shining, and the girl with the braids in her hair. Steady breeze, and though I was falling, I would follow her anywhere. The sky turned grey and the flash flood warning. She smiled and she took my hand. She kissed my lips and the rain came pouring, so I heard a marching band.
Welcome to Arizona's Arcade Heroes. Now, Injustice has always been one of my favorite franchises. I even have a custom Injustice arcade machine that I made out of a Midway 12-in-1 home cabinet. However, there are some key characters missing from both of these first two titles. So in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at which characters I feel like they should add to the new Injustice 3 when it does release. So let's go ahead and dive in and find out which characters I think they should add to Injustice 3. Here we go!
Okay, at number 10 we've got Rocksteady and Bebop. Now I know these guys aren't directly tied to DC Comics, but they really are, being part of the Turtles franchise. And how awesome was it to be able to play as one of the 4 Ninja Turtles in Injustice 2? Now how much cooler would that be to be able to fight against Rocksteady and Bebop, who've been with the franchise from the get-go. Now these guys have been in the original films, the animated series, even in the new updated films that just came out not that long ago. So again, at number 10, I'm going to go with Rocksteady and Bebop. At number 9, we have Tomar-Re and Kilowog. Now I know I'm pairing some of these up together as one, but I really feel like, just like Rocksteady and Bebop, Tomar-Re and Kilowog actually go together. Both part of the extended Green Lantern universe from the Green Lantern Corps. You notice these guys were a big part of the film with Ryan Reynolds that came out a few years back, but they've also been part of the Justice League universe. And if you're gonna have Sinestro and Green Lantern on there, what better battle to have than fighting against another fellow Green Lantern as well? So at number 9, I'm still gonna go with Kilowog and Tomar-Re. At number 8, I'm going to go with the Legends of Tomorrow's Heatwave, Mick Rory. Now, if you've watched Legends of Tomorrow, not only is this an awesome show, but Heatwave is one of the best characters on there. He brings an edgy, badass type persona with his character that is unwilling to back down from any of the villains they face, even though all he has for superpowers is his awesome Heatwave gun. Now, Mick Rory definitely has to make the list. If you're going to fight against Captain Cold and some of the other infamous Legends of Tomorrow, such as the Atom and Firestorm, we have to add Mick Rory's Heatwave onto the list. Up at number 7, we have CW's Elongated Man. One of the co-stars of The Flash, Elongated Man was just an ordinary detective, Ralph Dibny, when he transformed into metahuman Elongated Man, kind of DC's answer to Mr. Fantastic. Now with his ability to stretch out and wrap opponents up, as well as reach across the screen for different types of attacks, I believe he would be an awesome character to add into this game. So let's not forget about DC's favorite stretchy superhero, Elongated Man. At number 6, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' very own Casey Jones. Now, Casey Jones is awesome. He's been in the original cartoon, the older film, and the newer film. Now, he's the ex-hockey player turned vigilante that showed down with Raphael in the infamous scene in the Ninja Turtles movie. Now, what better player to match up against one of the Ninja Turtles than Casey Jones? With his hockey sticks and thug-style fighting, he would be an excellent character to take on and fight against Rocksteady and Bebop, even Master Shredder or one of the Ninja Turtles. So at number 6, we have Casey Jones. At number 5, we have Master Splinter. Now this ex-Japanese dojo master turned into a rat via mutagen would be unbelievably upsetting to not have as a character inside this game. We've already learned and loved to play with the Turtles, and having the Turtles without Master Splinter would be like having Daniel without Mr. Miyagi. So adding Master Splinter in this would give Turtles fans just another awesome option of a player to face up against Casey Jones, even Master Shredder, or the Ninja Turtles. So coming in at number 5, we had to get him in there. Everyone's favorite rat sensei, Master Splinter. Alright guys, at number 4 we have the Red Tornado. Now Red Tornado was actually one of my favorites as a child. I had his action figure as part of the DC Super Friends action figures, and he's since then made some appearances on The Brave and the Bold, and most recognizably on Crisis on Earth X on the CW series. Now the Red Tornado is an android who has the ability to create a tornado and use metahuman wind effects on his enemies. But guys, this guy has been a part of the Justice League since the 1960s, and I definitely relate him to one of the heavy hitters on the team. So I would love to see him in Injustice 3. Red Tornado. Alright guys, at number 3 we have Carter Hall, the Hawkman. Now I know we saw Hawk Girl in Injustice 1, but we didn't see either of the Hawk Warriors in the second Injustice. Now Hawkman has again been a member of the Justice League for quite some time with his powerful mace and super strength and also his flight ability. He was also a special guest on Absolute Justice on the TV series Smallville, but my most memorable appearances of him had to be on Legends of Tomorrow when they had him and Hawk Girl on there. As you can see here from the clips, Hawkman would be an awesome person to play as on Injustice, as he is one of the heavy hitters of the Justice League and the DC Universe. So we have Hawkman. Alright guys, coming in at number 2, right alongside with Splinter and Casey Jones and Rocksteady and Bebop, how can we forget Master Shredder? Now, it was awesome again to play with the Turtles, and if we had Casey Jones and Splinter it would be even better, but what better bout can you think of than these guys versus Master Shredder? Shredder was huge in the cartoon animated series as well as the video games and also the 1990s movies, but the new Shredder that we saw in the newest Turtle films took it over the top. With some of these clips here you can see it almost looks like an Injustice game right on the screen. So coming in at number 2, we have got to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 public enemy, Master Shredder, leader of the Foot Clan. Alright guys, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. The #1 character I would like to see return in Injustice 3 is Martian Manhunter. That's right, John Jones, the last surviving Martian. Now I know he was in Injustice #1 in the add-on pack with Batgirl and Zatanna, but we did not have him in Injustice 2, and that was a crime and a tragedy. Martian Manhunter is a shapeshifter that can take the form of huge aliens, also just about any other shape he would like, and he's got all kinds of extremely powerful moves. Now, Martian Manhunter has been a member of the Justice League for quite some time. In fact, I had his action figure as a child in the 80s as part of the Super Friends. He then was on the animated series and has made guest star appearances on shows like Smallville and also on CW's Supergirl as one of the main side characters. So in Injustice 3, I would like to see a revamped, redone Martian Manhunter to take on the bad guys as one of the main heavy hitters in the Justice League. Alright guys, so thanks for watching this today. Obviously I've been playing a lot of Injustice while we've been stuck at home during this difficult time, but we know Injustice 3 is coming out eventually. I've got the cabinet in here ready to go when it does, and this is just my personal selections, guys. Please feel free to comment and tell me below, who did I miss? Who would you like to see in the game? I want to hear your input on this. And if you enjoyed this and liked it and want to see more, please, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. I will be covering arcade modifications, superhero props and weapon and costume builds, as well as reviews and tutorials all over the place, guys. And what a lot of fun this is, and I appreciate you watching. So please, again, comment below and tell me if I missed one that you would like to see, and give me your thoughts and feedback on this. Thanks again for watching Arizona Arcade Heroes. Stay safe out there, you guys. I'm out of here.
Jerry, video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? We search for an answer as we begin a special series on Video Fever, games people play.